Oh, okay. You're broke, you need money fast. Listen, I'm not asking why you're broke. It's none of my business. Maybe you threw all your money into that doomsday prep hobby. Maybe it's because you bought all of those limited edition Nike sneakers you've wanted forever. Or maybe you threw all your money into a YOLO meme coin and lost a ton of money. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the problem with making money fast. Making money fast is a lot like losing weight fast. It might work for a minute, but you might end up broke, starving, and at the very least questioning your life choices. Today's video is all about money-making ways that actually work. No scams, no BS, just money-making moves that won't wreck your life. Please tell me you didn't invest in the Hawk 2 coin. All right, first off, let's talk about crash diet money schemes. So when was the last time you got a hot stock tip from a friend? I remember the last one that was really popular was GameStop. A lot of people were making money off of it. A lot of people were also losing their shirts. This is basically like taking sketchy diet pills. You might get some quick gains in that your wallet's gonna feel nicer for a little bit.
But you're more likely to end up stress eating an entire jar of Nutella wondering what you just did.
So instead of YOLOing all your money into the latest meme stock, here's what you do instead. Instead of gambling, invest like you eat. So you're not gonna do fad diets, you're not gonna do crash diets, just like you're not gonna invest in meme stocks that who knows what's gonna happen to them.
I'm ruined!
What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna invest in long-term investments like index funds or ETFs. ETFs, think of an ETF as you're basically throwing a bunch of index stocks in one pile, and that is what you're investing in. Over time, let's say you invest in an ETF that's based off of the S&P. The S&P 500 over time has gone up, it's gone down, but it's always gone up through time. Warren Buffett once said that if you only invest in the S&P 500 in an ETF, that you will make money. Simple as that. But it's gonna take you a little bit of time. It's not gonna happen overnight. Sorry, folks. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna talk about is potentially a little bit controversial. I'm sorry. Selling your body, either literally or figuratively, is like skipping meals for a month to lose weight. Sure, it's gonna get results, but at what cost? I have very ugly feet. I think anyone would agree with me on that. And I wish that I could sell them.
What did he say?
Pull it back here a little bit. Okay, so we all have blood in our body. You wanna sell that blood? You wanna sell it? We all have feet. I have ugly feet. But if you're desperate, you're gonna sell those feet pics, aren't you? I know you will. Okay, yeah, if you wanna make passive income, you've got nice feet, you wanna throw those puppies on the internet, make some quick cash, yeah, sure, no cardio required, it's pretty easy work, but you're gonna lose a little bit of your soul, aren't you, doing that? How sustainable is that gonna be? How long are you actually gonna wanna do that? Are those feet always gonna be nice? Are you gonna run out of blood? I don't know. Okay, so the fix is sustainable income streams. Freelancing, side hustles you actually enjoy. Increasing those skills, which then leads to higher paying jobs. And then making that money work for you. You could do some passive income that actually doesn't kill your soul. Things like putting that into stocks that pay out dividends, or once you get even more money, buying rental properties that actually make you recurring income every month. Okay, let's talk about gig work. Doing gig work is a little bit like over-exercising until you collapse. It's like running on a treadmill for 12 hours wearing a garbage bag. Yeah, you're gonna lose weight or make money, but at some point your body and your bank account is gonna be screaming for stability.
5 minutes out there in the rain! And no tip! No tip!
So the fix here, use gig work as a stepping stone, not a forever path. Some people can do it their entire lives. That's not us. Secondly, focus on high leverage skills that pay you more for doing less. Work smarter, not harder. So now I'm going to talk to you about what I call the smart money diet. So number one, budget like a cheat meal. Give yourself guilt-free spending. Have you ever tried a diet where you swore off ice cream, pizza, and your happiness? What happens is you stick to it for a week, maybe two. You've got some pretty good willpower, but then boom, one day you're knee-deep in a Ben & Jerry's tub of ice cream. Believe me, I have been there. It's the same thing with ultra strict budgeting. You save all your money, you cut expenses, you withhold yourself from all those things that you love in life, like that $6 PSL, and then one day you overspend because you've been withholding all of those things that you love from your life. The fix, every time you get paid, take $50 or $100 for guilt-free spending. You can spend that money on whatever you want. This is what keeps budgeting sustainable. Because let's face it, no one likes to withhold things from their life, and no one sticks to a plan that they hate. Number two, play the long game. Just like losing weight, making money long-term is a lifestyle change. We're not running sprints, we're running a marathon. So when we compare sprints to marathons, let's break that down in terms of how to make money. Sprints are those meme stocks or the get-rich-quick schemes that over time, they do not work. A marathon is like investing your time into building high-paying skills that earn you money over time, that you actually enjoy doing, hopefully, and then investing that money that you made into boring but reliable things like in index funds, ETFs, or dividend stocks. Remember that real wealth isn't built overnight, it's built over time. All right, number three, ditch the obsessive tracking. Stop counting every calorie or dollar in this case. Have you ever tried counting every calorie? I have. Man, does it get tiring weighing and counting calories for those stupid almonds. The same thing happens when you track every single dollar. If you don't want to track your budget, you're not going to want to actually do it. It's not going to be sustainable in the long run, believe me. So, the fix. Use the set it and forget it method. What is the set it and forget it method? Every time I get paid, here's what I do. I take all my money out for my variable expenses. So I take out money for my gas, I take out money for my groceries, I take out money for my spending and my entertainment. Now you can take that money out in cash, or you can do what I do, and you can put it on your prepaid cash card, something like Wealthsimple. I like to use a cash card app for two reasons. First reason is because it gives me 1% back on all my purchases using Wealthsimple. They're not sponsoring this video, but I just like their app. Two, the app itself lets me see how much money I have left to spend of those variable expenses. But here's the thing, you don't have to track what you're spending from your variable expenses, because that's the worst part about budgeting, is tracking those $6 lattes. If you don't want to track your budget, you're not going to want to actually do it. It's not going to be sustainable in the long run, believe me. I've created a budget, I'm linking it in the description below. You can download it for free. Try it out, I hope you get a lot of value out of it. Okay, number 4. We're talking about portion control, not starvation.
I haven't eaten anything since noon on Friday. Okay.
And what do I mean by that? So what's the difference between a sustainable diet and a miserable one? Balance. The same thing goes for budgeting. I'm not telling you to stop drinking those lattes. I'm telling you instead to think about whether it fits into your budget or not. So if you've got $100 spending that has to last you those 2 weeks, think about if that PSL that you're about to buy fits within your budget. Don't starve yourself from eating that chocolate that you love. If you love chocolate, eat it. But just don't eat a ton of it. It's all about moderation. Budgeting works the same way. So the fix. Budget for things that you love instead of cutting them out completely. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, start saying, where does this fit into my plan? Remember that a good budget or making money in the long run is all about freedom, not frustration. Allocation, not deprivation. All right, if you stuck to number 5, thank you, first off. Number 5 is automating it. It's really the meal prep of money. The reason that meal prepping works is because it removes decision making. You have healthy meals ready, and then because of that, you're gonna eat less junk food. If you leave it up to willpower, you're always gonna find a reason not to save. In terms of the fix, set up automatic transfers every payday. So that could be $10, that could be $100, whatever you can afford. Put that into savings automatically. A lot of banks will let you do this automatically. They'll let you actually just take the money right off of your paycheck. The nice thing about automating your savings is that that money just gets taken right off of your paycheck. You don't even see it. You don't even know it exists. It just ends up in your savings account magically. Remember that saving money should be effortless. Look, for some people, get rich quick schemes or grinding gig work actually works. Just like some people somehow can survive on nothing but green juice. But for most of us, this is financial yo-yo dieting. You'll get short-term results, you'll burn out hard, and you'll end up right back where you started. Except now you're tired, broke, and questioning your life choices. Saving money and losing weight aren't about big, dramatic moves. They're about small, consistent habits. Think about this. If you lost 1 pound per week, that's 52 pounds over the course of a year. That's huge. That's life-changing weight. Now apply that to money. Think about saving $50 per week. That's $2,600 per year. What could you do with that much money? The thing that I want you to remember out of all of this is I want you to build a system that works for you and stick with it. Put in the comments below, what is the worst diet or budgeting mistake you've made? If you've gotten any value out of this video, which I hope you have, please like this video and consider joining the Rise and Thrive Club by subscribing to this channel. Until next time, my friends, let's rise and let's thrive.